The interesting thing here and the worrying aspect is that when China retaliates in what it views as a proportionate and measured way to US tariffs, Trump seems to interpret that as further Chinese economic aggression. Now, the difficult issue here is that the internal political dynamics in both countries make it very difficult to envision a path to a negotiated settlement. In the US, of course, we are heading into the midterm elections, and it appears that Trump's political base is going to stick very strongly with him no matter what the cost to that base might be of a trade war and its collateral damage. And likewise, China seems to be in no mood to capitulate. So the fact that we don't have negotiations going on and the stakes are being raised by both sides makes it a very worrying prospect.
Is that what you think is going to happen? I mean, do you think that China is going to retaliate in kind? I mean, obviously, well, possibly with a smaller amount, given the amount of their exports and imports versus that of the US. Or do you think that China is going to use other tools in their arsenal, for example, the currency and weakening the currency?
Certainly, the Trump administration seems to be counting on China running out of room to impose retaliatory tariffs before the US does, because after all, the US does import a lot more from China than China imports from the US. But I think that could prove to be a miscalculation because China has a lot more in its arsenal, very effective tools that could put the crimp on US businesses operating in the Chinese market or that use China as part of their supply chain. Depreciating the yuan is certainly not something that I think they would consider seriously, because that is a tool that could potentially backfire on China if it sets off a currency depreciation capital outflow spiral like the one that China experienced a couple of years ago. So that is not the tool they're going to use, and I don't think it would deliver a great deal of bang for the buck. There are far more effective tools that they're likely to start using, and which I'm told they've started using to some extent already.
Still watching? Perfect. Click here to watch another great video from CNBC International. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.